So yeah, I'm just going to read a few poems from the book that recently came out, In Memoriam and Enquiry, that was in the title, the bio. It's kind of a sad, strange book. It's really, I guess, a book about how the 21st century or the third millennium didn't work out the way it should have. So, but it's also a book about hope and kind of hopefully builds to a kind of opening, I think. So, I'll just start at 17. What does not change is the will to change. What does not change is the will to sing through change. The immutable deific I, sovereign and illusory, beware the flounder from space, this extraterrestrial justification of fish sticks. I'd like to fry a fish on Not Friday, if I may. Jigsawed ethos in 4 dimensions, or elliptical 3D movie, starring Laurie and Fry with Mulder and Scully, or starring Belushi and Aykroyd with Waldorf and Statler, or starring Calvin and Hobbes with Bacon and Eggs, or starring Sun and Moon with Love and Hate, or New Directions. Dance the harp caves arched in ecstasy, even if the dancing and the harps and the arches and the ecstasy are illusions. I'm hoping that at least one cave exists. Will you fantasize dancing in such a place with me? 18. Stamped plaque affixed to cultured stone, hill gently sloped to a stream no longer flowing. Elevated highway drones low nearby. Concrete pillars buried deep in red clay. At my feet, a plastic vase for severed daisies is cracked in halves. I places 3 oxeye gazing east and awaits the day's breaking. I seize the dimmest of rose-colored fingers. The stars remaining could be tallied on fingers and toes. Alfie, no eye could recall this youth or purity, only a jumble of another's icon, aspect multiplied, rootless upon an Augean deep. Has an eye buried eye, entombed within a lead casket alive? These eyes held together by proximate lies cannot know the cadence of native land and quiet bones. All is motion and noise and featureless plain. Death is mere arithmetic, a -1, a pure math. Even math has become real, bastardized. To die a bastard's death with a puddin' head, those Templar are bastards now. Crimson Cross a merchandising ploy, venting greasy over ionizing scape. 19. Central Arizona project diverts Colorado River water. The Relito never runs, nor the Santa Cruz, unless it rains, and then only for a moment. In this Gethsemane by the freeway, Felix seems like you, dear Alfie. Alfie is Alfred Tennyson, who wrote another In Memoriam, so, which this book is written through. I'll start, like you, dear Alfie. Among the dust, trying to find another sacred amongst the detritus of another's eye. Alfie, which eye I am speaking to you now? Which eye sculpted Mary or John or Felix or Jesus seated for supper or Christ crucified? Near Popeye's kitchen, across the same freeway, the Relito and Santa Cruz meet. There is no water, save for sewage runoff. Trees and birds, grass and toads make their home there. At least it's wet. The powder, an ancient powder. La poudre, or se poudre, in times creosote and monsoon. What was particulate or physic, universal or sublime? What are they now? An eye it wishes to incorrect the gaze, so eyes might perceive poorly, and gouge and gorge without regret or sorrow. 20. Dear Alfie, what have you done? Speaking for another one, another collections of eyes so brilliantly allied, these other collected selves, lesser in their grief, who must above all serve a master. Dear Alfie, who my eyes both desire and despise, who provides for who? Who needs who? What lies have you told to justify a who to a who? Do you project your God onto another? the one your fears forged in the grotto of your mind? I miss another Alfie, the one who laid in the dirt next to my eyes and asked unsayable questions with uncertain answers. Small fries dance doom for profane divinity. Stratify the hamburgers, make them base and make them fancy. The muster of kings gone costa. Dear Alfie, must everybody serve somebody? I wish to be free, not absolutely free, but relatively free, relative to you and relative to me. Could we dance carrying around a sign rather than over or under or within? Thank you.